How's it going, everybody? Zelly Cummins here as we're about to kick off our second game right now in week 4 for the SCFSL Developmental Football League. Another great one as we're about to see the Mississippi RailRaiders take on the Sapporo Titans. Mississippi is the home team tonight, and they lost the toss, and Sapporo elected to receive. And we're kicked off in this game. Looking to see a lot of great things from both of these teams. The Sapporo is going to be trying to pick up their first win, and the RailRaiders are going to look to try to stay undefeated. As we see them come out right here in a split back formation, McBotterson's going to take a shot on the first play of the game, and it's going to be dropped over the middle. Going to set up a 2nd and 10. So let's just talk about a few things, guys. This Mississippi RailRaiders team, right now they're 3-0. They're looking like one of the favorites in this league as they blow up a man in the backfield right there. That's going to bring out the punt team on 4th and 12. This Mississippi RailRaiders team looks dangerous. They only seem to get better every week. And it really just, makes you wonder, man, in this first developmental football league championship, there's a lot of talk about these guys possibly win a championship, possibly even going. And that's going to be right there. That's going to be Cody right there for a first down as Thaddeus Branson takes a long shot. Right there. Sorry about that, guys. Man, that was a great pass by Thaddeus Branson. That's what we're going to see him do a lot of, as it's going to set up a 3rd and 7 right here. Thaddeus Branson's going to step back. He's going to find Jufo Jimbo out of backfield. And nobody's going to catch that young man, but we have a flag on the play. Let's see what that flag is. That touchdown's going to come back. That was a holding right there on the offensive line. So, costly penalty as that negates a touchdown. But they're going to find McBotterson out of backfield. He's going to pick up the first down right there. So, what a play right there from Thaddeus Branson to McBotterson, picking up the yards needed to make that first down after a costly penalty. Sets up a 2nd and 10 right here after the incomplete pass by Branson. They're going to come out right here, and it's going to be, he makes a man miss. That is Branson showing the muscle right there as he's able to shake off a defender and get the ball out to keep a sack from happening as he steps back, finds Jufo Jimbo again. And did he get it? Was he able to keep his foot in bounds? He was, and that's going to be right at the 1-yard line. And he's still going to step back. He's going to find Jufo Jimbo, and it sets up the touchdown again. So a quick drive by the Mississippi RailRaiders. This explosive offense is able to go right down the field as we see a quick lead. Mississippi goes up over the Sapporo Titans 7-0. And those are the kind of drives you're going to see from Mississippi. These guys can score fast. They're dangerous. They're lightning quick. Not to mention having a great defense on the other side of the field. This is a team should just be very afraid of. As McBotterson takes a shot and finds a man deep over the middle right there, and that's going to bring up a first down after an 18-yard completion. As McBotterson's going to hand it off to McBotterson, and he's able to pick up about 3 for a 2nd and 7 on this next play right here. As McBotterson's going to run over a guy, but that's the way you do it right there. Held on to him, and they're able to stuff him in the backfield. Sets up a 3rd and long right here. McBotterson comes up, and it's just going to be stuffed. This Mississippi RailRaiders defense, I've said it a lot. I believe the Memphis Kings have the best defense, but the Mississippi RailRaiders are quickly changing my mind as they get the ball back in the hands of this very, very dangerous RailRaiders offense. As Thaddeus Branson's going to do what he does, and he finds a man wide open, and he drops the ball. Oh, my goodness. And I believe that was XO Cartal. So that was a very rare drop. Goes back to him again. No, that was Salami Lid. I'm sorry. That was Salami Lid on the drop. Redeems himself on the next play as he makes a big catch. Play action pass right here to fake the Jufo Jimbo. Goes to Jufo Jimbo. Jufo Jimbo's up the sideline. And that's going to be a huge pickup right there for Jimbo as that ends our first quarter. Mississippi RailRaiders go up 7-0 early as we go into the second quarter. Going to hand off to Jimbo right here. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. And this Mississippi RailRaiders defense, between the passing attack of Thaddeus Branson, because we know that's lethal. They have lethal receivers. Now they got the addition of Jufo Jimbo Man, these guys are going to be hard to beat. I'm not taking anything away from any team in this league, but these guys are going to be hard to beat, as that was going to be a first down, but it's going to be negated from another hold. And holding penalties have been costly for the RailRaiders today. They're just going to pitch out to Jufo Jimbo right here. He makes one man miss, and he gets it just short. He picks up 15 on that carry, sets up a 4th and short. They're going to bring out the kicking team, and it's going to be just short right there. So that costly penalty takes points off the board for the RailRaiders. It's going to bring out the Sapporo Titans right here after a turnover on downs on a missed kick. 2nd and 6 right here. Sapporo comes out in a pistol set, pitches it out. And this this Mississippi, where I'm still thinking about the Memphis Kings, this Mississippi RailRaiders defense is just going to stuff every single thing the Sapparo's throwing at them today. And I'm going to go ahead and say it, guys. Mississippi RailRaiders defense, the best defense in this league. The Memphis Kings, I like what I see from them, but it seems that Mississippi, they have the guys that can get from sideline to sideline as quick as he finds Quentin Miles over the middle for a big gain right there. As that's going to put Mississippi at the 25-yard line, moving the ball yet again. As it's going to be a pitch out to Jufo Jimbo on the next play. He picks up just about 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 right here. And Thaddeus Branson's going to step back, has Jufo Jimbo out of the backfield, and Jimbo drops the ball right there, wide open, had plenty of space in the open field. I think he was just thinking about what he was going to do after the catch. And they're going to bring out the punt team this time, as that's going to be the 2-minute warning in this first half. And they just bring out the punt team, and that's going to be a coffin corner? No. He just kicked the ball out of the end zone right there. That's going to bring up a touchback. But Memphis, I got to stop saying Memphis. Mississippi doesn't trust their kicking team after a missed field goal early, so they bring out the punt team, and man, a costly drop right there takes points off the board again. So Mississippi's kind of been their own worst enemy today, as McBotterson finds McBotterson over the middle for a huge gain right there, as Sapparo's looking to drive, as it's just going to be stuff right there at the line of scrimmage. As they come out with trips to the right, and they're just going to hang it off to McBotterson. It's going to be stuffed again. So this Mississippi RailRaiders are doing their job defensively, no doubt about it. As we have a flag right here on the play, that's going to be a offside. So that's going to set up a 3rd and 6, give Sapporo another opportunity to do something with the football here. They're going to just hand it off the middle, and those plays are not going to work. This Mississippi RailRaiders defense are very stingy. So that's going to give Mississippi back the ball right here. And let's see, with 1 minute left in this first half, let's see if they can take the ball down the field and put some points on the board. Play action pass right there to Jufo Jimbo. And oh man, dangerous pass by Thaddeus Branson. That's almost intercepted by Sapporo. As he's going to step back right here, has plenty of time, looks for Jufo Jimbo over the middle, but that's going to be good coverage right there. And all of a sudden, this Mississippi RailRaiders offense is getting stymied all of a sudden, as he finds a man, that's Salami Lid, as it's going to be a good block right there by Exo Cartel. That's going to set up a big touchdown, as Salami Lid racks up the yards after the catch right there. Huge play, as Mississippi RailRaiders go up. Point after attempt is good, 14-0 over the Sapporo Titans. I'd like to put a keynote on a huge block by Exo Cartel right there, setting up Salami Lid as he just eked up the sideline. That was a great play. And soon as I say that the RailRaiders lose a little bit of life, they come back with spark and get a touchdown on the next play, as McBotterson finds a man over the middle for a first down. As time is winding down, we're under 20 seconds left in this first half. It's going to be a pitch out to McBotterson, makes a man miss, and he picks up a great game, but their time is expiring. Let's see if they're going to get a playoff and try to take something down the field. They're going to play action pass it, has McBotterson over the middle, and that's going to do it, guys, for this first half. Mississippi RailRaiders dominating right now, 14-0 over the Sapporo Titans. Let's go ahead and get a quick look at these stats. Thaddeus Branson, 11 of 18 already today, 203 yards. This right here, it says 3 touchdowns. That's going to be a missed stat because don't forget, it's only 2 touchdowns on the day. One was called back, the touchdown pass to Jufo Jimbo. So that's actually an error right here that we see on the stat sheet. So let's go ahead and check out. The team leaders. Jufo Jimbo on 5 touches today out of the backfield, 20 yards, two touchdowns. That's also going to be another missed stat, as one of the touchdown was called back. Jufo Jimbo in the receiving game has looked good as on 8 targets, 6 receptions, 34 yards, a touchdown. Like I said, this is wrong. He only has 1 touchdown. 1 was called back. Salami led on 2 big catches, 105 yards, guys. 2 big catches, 105 yards for a touchdown. They had that 73-yard touchdown play, which was amazing. On defense, Tommy Platt is leading that defense with 5 tackles, followed by Eden Sung with 3. Let's go ahead and get back into the action, guys, and get this second half underway, as Mississippi RailRaiders are going to get the ball back in the second half, up 14-0 over the Sapporo Titans. It's going to be Exo Cartel, a guy who we haven't been able to say much about besides that huge block that set up a 73-yard touchdown, as Mississippi is going to come out in the shotgun formation right here. Thaddeus Branson is going to step back, finds Jufo Jimbo out of the backfield, and he's able to make a man miss right there and picks up a 5-yard gain in what looked to seem to be, for a second there, that was something that would have been ate up in the backfield, as he misses a wide open Exo Cartel. Just a bad ball right there from Thaddeus Branson. They're going to pitch out to Jufo Jimbo, and he's going to barely miss out on getting the first down. So it's going to bring up a 4th and inch as the Mississippi RailRaiders bring out the punt team right here. So let's see if Sapporo can get something going right here. But I want to say this. I don't think so. I think this Mississippi RailRaiders defense, man, they look so good. They looked great the last 2 games. As a matter of fact, they've kind of moved to that premier defense position, as Eden Sung is gonna get the pick right there, just putting a stamp on what I'm saying about this defense. They've kind of taken over the premier role as the best defense in this league, and I'm gonna say a shutout would solidify that for sure. But I think it's still safe to say, as he finds Exo Cartel finally right there, as he picks up a good gain. It's probably about a 15-yard pickup right there, as they're going to come out with a single back. As they hand it off to Jufo Jimbo, he's just going to get about 1 yard on the play right there. Play action pass to him, and it's going to find Salami Lid over the middle for a huge first down. And Salami Lid is a guy that's coming to this league making a huge splash. This is his second big game in a week, and this is his second big game in 2 weeks. So Salami Lid, Exo Cartel was always the main man. It's the tide is kind of turning. Teams are worried about Exo Cartel so much. It's setting up that Salami Lid, it's setting him up to be open, as the RailRaiders are not going to be able to pick up a first down, so they're going to bring out the kicking team, and it's going to be a doink off the field goal post, but it is good, 22-yard field goal. So Mississippi's going to go up 17-0 over Sapporo Titans. But one thing I do want to say about the Mississippi offense, like I said, Exo Cartel, I still believe he's the best receiver in the league, right there with Dogwood Maple. But in both the games that we've seen tonight, both of those receivers, as more film is getting, but that's going to be Odie and Mo down with a huge sack, as he absolutely crushes McBotterson on that sack right there. Great play by Odie and Modon, a guy that I have on my draft sheet. A lot of you may not know, I am the GM for the Fort Lauderdale Flamingos. Odie and Modon is a guy that I have high on my draft sheet, as he makes a huge play right there. Don't want to overshadow that at all, because that was a great play by him with a huge sack. He's a guy that I like, an active guy. And that's going to do it, guys. We're going into the 4th quarter. Mississippi is up 17-0 over the Sapporo Titans. Let's see if they can do something right here and just keep adding it on. Jufo Jimbo for a screen pass, and it's going to be a flag on the play, and this is going to negate another touchdown, because I do believe that's going to be a holding call, and it is. Wow, what a bummer, man. That was a huge play by Jufo Jimbo on a great play call right there from Pond Van to go with the halfback screen that goes all the way for a touchdown. And Jufo Jimbo is dangerous, man. I still haven't gotten word on the relationship between Deebus Jimbo and Jufo Jimbo, but the Jufo last name says enough in itself. That bloodline are football legends, football gods. As Thaddeus Branson finds Jimbo on the sideline right there, that's going to bring up a 2nd and 4. As I'm liking the usage of Jimbo that I'm seeing. Like I said, it does cut the usage of Exo Cartal, but I know Exo Cartal, he's a team player. He's not the type of guy that's just worried about a whole lot of touches if they're playing this well. And that's what I like about this Mississippi RailRaiders team. There's no selfish guy on this team. Everybody realizes that they have superstars on their side of the ball, so they understand that this is the type of stuff we're going to see, as that's going to bring up a 2-minute warning, guys, left in this 4th quarter, as the RailRaiders are just going to look to end this game, as Jufo Jimbo picks up about 6 on the carry, bringing up a 4th and 4. So the kicking team comes out. McBarterson gets the kick up, and it's going to be just short. And I'll tell you this, guys, the Mississippi RailRaiders need a kicker bad. We don't have another kicker in this league besides Pablo. And I know the Mississippi RailRaiders are just waiting on another kicker to join this league, because it would be huge for them to get another guy. Because right now, that could hurt them against a team like the Memphis Kings, because even though the Mississippi RailRaiders have a great team, if they're not able to, when they're not able to put the ball in the end zone in red zone situations, if they're not able to, have a kicking game and make field goals, that's going to be huge for them, as that's going to make a turnover on downs. So let's see what the Mississippi RailRaiders are going to do. They're just going to pitch out to Jufo Jimbo as he picks up 5 on the game. And guys, I like what I'm seeing today from the Mississippi RailRaiders. They kind of switched it up from what we're used to seeing. I think the game plan today was kind of get the ball into Jimbo's hands, as we definitely seen a lot more running from them today than we have in any past game. As we know, they're a pass-heavy team, but we've seen a lot more as costly drop pass right there, because he had a lot of open field. I think we've seen a lot more run. And I think what mainly that's from is he's going to find Salami Lid, and he's going to be able to get in the end zone right there. As Salami Lid, guys, Salami Lid is looking like a guy that's going to come up and be huge for this Mississippi RailRaiders team. They still have Exo Cartal. And Exo Cartal is kind of like a decoy in a way, because a lot of teams are double coverage in Exo Cartal, and they're spying Exo Cartal, and they're setting up Salami Lid these last couple of weeks, as he's had 2 huge games, as that's going to be, McBarterson makes a man miss as he's under pressure and is able to get the pass off and pick up a 6-yard completion right there. But, going back to this Mississippi RailRaiders offense is, what a shot down the field by McBarterson right there. But, I still believe in this Mississippi RailRaiders offense. I love that they kind of knew that they had the opportunity to try to fine-tune some things. Like I said, they changed up their game plan a little bit. It still worked out for them well. I'm really hoping that some kind of way they can maybe get a kicking game in. Guys, that's going to do it. As the Mississippi RailRaiders shut out the Sapporo Titans 23-0. This was almost no contest, as this Mississippi RailRaiders do look like the best team in the league right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at things. Remember, guys, we do have this stat error right here, as Thaddeus Branson goes 19 for 28, 3 touchdowns, 302 yards, so still doing his thing. Thaddeus Branson, best quarterback in this league, no doubt about that. Let's go ahead and take another look at these stats. Team leaders. Jufo Jimbo seen a heavy usage in him today, as he had 17 touches on the ground for 50 yards, scored a touchdown, as he also had 10 receptions for 60 yards, had 2 touchdowns called back, 2 receiving touchdowns called back. But this is the guy I want to highlight. Salami led on 4 touches, had 6 targets, 153 yards, and 2 huge touchdowns from him. Great job by Salami led today. As Eden Sum, 4 tackles, had that beautiful interception. Tommy Platt, 8 tackles on the day. Odion Modon had 2 tackles with a huge sack. Greg Gates, the 6th, with 3 tackles on the day. And guys, that's going to do it for week 4 in the SCFSL Developmental Football League as the Mississippi RailRaiders go over the Sapporo Titans 23-0. I'm your host, Zelly Cummins. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I love doing these. I love this community. If you're here and you don't know exactly what this is, be sure to look us up, SCFSL. Join the Discord. Follow us on Twitter, casual_sim on Twitter. And guys, let's get involved. This developmental league is getting people on the field. So if you create today, you will be on the field for the next game. And that's what we're doing. We're a growing league. We have over 350 members right now. This is what you would consider maybe a minor league. We call it the developmental league, and we have a pro league. This is just, for guys that coming in like a waiver wire type of guys, so you will be in the next draft. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. Big shout out to everybody in the SCFSL. Shout out to my commissioner, TLK, for making this thing happen. And I'm Zelly Cummins. We're going to be out week 4 as the Mississippi RailRaiders go undefeated 4-0 right now, 23-0 over the Sapporo Titans. Have a great night.